Hey there, this is Carolyn Arnold, author of the Matthew Connor Adventure Series, and I'm here with the latest installment in that series, The Secret of the Lost Pharaoh. I'm here to share an excerpt with you taken from chapter 17. To give you a little background information, Matthew Connor and his two friends, Robin and Kel, jet off to Egypt's western desert to join an expedition with Alex, a former friend and colleague of Matthew's. She has found ancient hieroglyphics that hint to the whereabouts of the emerald tablets and a lost pharaoh's tomb. So what they're going to be doing in this chapter is actually going down into a man-made tunnel that Alex has discovered, and this is also the same tunnel where she discovered the hieroglyphics. So this is Matthew, Kel, and Robin's first time going down. This is actually told from Matthew's point of view in this specific excerpt. So here we go, chapter 17. From The Secret of the Lost Pharaoh. Matthew hung back until everyone had entered the staircase, then followed. The space was only about 2 feet wide, and he was grateful for his narrow shoulders. He turned his headlamp on and held his breath as he took each step slowly and methodically. The staircase was hewn out of rock, likely limestone, and each step was about 10 inches deep and about 12 inches high. "I've reached the bottom," Cal cried out. "This is incredible." "Isn't it?" Alex's voice pulsated with delight. "I can't believe I'm here," Robin said, awed. Matthew smiled. He was so happy that she'd reworked her schedule to come along, and he couldn't say he was upset that her date had gotten canceled in the process. He felt like a chump for even thinking that, but apparently jealousy had no bounds for it to strike here, of all places, in the middle of the desert, on an ancient staircase built by slaves or servants of an Egyptian pharaoh. He touched the walls as he descended, appreciating the cool stone against his hot fingertips. It didn't stop the sweat from running down his back, but it provided a whisper of relief. He wasn't counting the steps as he went, but he turned to look back once he reached the bottom. 14 steps, and taking his estimate of 12 inches high, that would mean they were only 14 feet down. "Alex," he cried out, and faced forward again, his breath caught in his throat. This time he really took in what was ahead of him. The tunnel was all stone brick, the floor, the walls, and the ceiling, and it was milled and smooth. The portable lights that Alex had mentioned brightened the space, illuminating details that would otherwise be left in shadow. The lights from everyone's hats were pretty much unnecessary so far. He craned his neck to look around, and he figured the tunnel was only about 5 feet high and maybe that wide. "Matthew?" Alex's head peeked out from behind Robin. "You called me?" "I did." She made her way back to him and stopped a few feet away. "Incredible, isn't it?" "Sure is. But how deep underground did you say the tunnel was?" 35 feet. She paused, and before he could say anything, she added, "But remember, that's how much sand we need to clear to reach the tunnel. The staircase was also buried." "Okay, that explains it. I was just looking at the staircase and doing some quick math." "Ugh, math? Not my favorite subject," she smiled. "I'm partial to Egyptology." He laughed. "I never would have guessed." "Follow me. I'll take you to the Cartouche." She spun and took a few steps. Actually, it looks like the others are almost there already. Matthew maneuvered to look past her and saw the other 4 up ahead, standing next to one another and all facing the same wall. He stepped under an aperture that served as a skylight and cast illumination on the snaking loops of another transmitting antenna that was on the ground. The transmitter module wasn't much further ahead. He stopped walking and looked up the hole to the blue sky beyond it. Alex stopped next to him. "That's how I came in. To think I was only about 40 feet from the stairs." He could only imagine the thrill of the descent, though, and what it must have been like being the first to set foot in the tunnel. So that's the end of this excerpt for today. But you can pick up your copy of The Secret of the Lost Pharaoh. It's available from all popular retailers. You can also have it ordered into your library or from your favorite bookstore. So enjoy.